The next basic need is esteem. You need to feel good about yourself. So to meet your esteem needs, people need to feel like they're gaining recognition for something, like they're recognized for their efforts. Have activities that they feel like they can contribute to, like they're part of. That helps people maintain their self-esteem, that they feel worthy. And when they're accepted and are valued by other people, that also makes people's self-esteem better. Also, when folks seek out knowledge about things, when they learn about things, and when they think about things, it also usually improves their self-esteem, because they feel like when they are in a group setting or engaged in a conversation with one of their more intimate contacts, they can talk about things that each of them is mutually interested in. But when they are focused on basic needs and they don't have time, or we don't have time for knowledge, seeking out knowledge and critical thinking about just anything, then it's hard to look at meeting other needs, such as your esteem, because we're back down to basic needs. Those aren't met. Everyone has a need for a sense of acceptance and a sense of belonging. And if that isn't met, then most people don't feel like they have high self-esteem. And sometimes that can lead to depression, and then you kind of slide back down the scale of needs. And usually when people are depressed, then sometimes they don't meet their basic needs for food or shelter. When a family decides to homeschool and both people have been out in the workforce, earning a living and doing something, especially if they really love it, sometimes it's hard, especially for a person's self-esteem, to say, okay, I'm going to stop doing something that has been a part of my life for a long time. So I'll take myself. So I was a financial advisor. I worked for a firm for 9 years. It was who I was. Gleamer Sullivan, financial advisor. Now, Gleamer Sullivan, homeschooling mom. But you know what? I feel great about what I'm doing. Being a homeschooling mom is much, much, much harder than being a financial advisor. Any day. Going to the office and helping people straighten out their financial lives was a piece of cake than dealing with a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So just looking at the challenges that I have to face when doing my current job really gives me a lot of esteem. And especially when I feel like I can help other homeschoolers with financial stuff, or even, since I'm a new homeschooler, homeschooling stuff, that helps my esteem too. So just focusing on your current endeavor in life and giving it your all, whatever it is, I think really contributes to the person who's staying home and making sure that kids have those learning opportunities, enrichment opportunities. I think that's very important. So self-actualization needs are something that we focus on once our other needs are met. We look to fulfilling those needs by trying to make sure that we are who we really are, not pretending to be something else. For example, if I pretended or tried to strive toward being an artist, well, I could try and do that, but I think I would have to completely stifle my self-actualization that I am more of a logical person and that I can't draw a stick figure. So it's looking toward being who you really are and making the most of yourself. And you can really focus on doing that once your basic needs are met. Also, I think this is extremely important for our children. When we're raising our children, letting them be who they really are, instead of dragging them towards some goal that maybe we might like them to have. Letting them focus on their loves and their passions and letting them flourish, and making sure we're providing them with their basic needs. So we all decide what we need to spend our money on. Going forward, and to make sure that you can continue homeschooling and giving your child the best learning opportunities possible, prepare a budget. Look at, where are you spending your money? Where are we spending our money? Looking at how are you meeting your basic needs of food and shelter, and then go on up the line and see if there are ways that you can meet your needs, so that you don't have to take time away from giving your child everything that they deserve. So try and do this without accruing any credit card debt. Try and make sure that you know that you have this much money to spend, and that that's what you spend. Try not to spend anything else. Cut out the extra stuff that I talked about, that it's not really a need. If you're fed and you feel safe, then you're all right, and you can homeschool.